Hello, it's Henry the Weedeaterman. So another topic will be oil changes. Let's talk about oil changes. I got a lot of customers and they bring their riders and stuff to me, and some think it was 6 months ago and it was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. And they hadn't done an oil change on their rider or their zero turn or their push mower. So for those that insist on not changing oil or don't know how, you should not go past at least one season. A minimum. I get you to change it one season, every season, right at the spring of the season before you go use it. That'd be great. I want to at least get that out of you. Should you do it more? Sure. If you use it a lot, you should do it a lot more. But at least once before the season starts. All right? Oil changes. It's hotter down here in the southeast Georgia, so I use 30 weight. That's my preference. That's not a standard. It's just my preference, and it works for me. So you use what the manufacturer says in the book. You use your best judgment, and you decide what to do. But like I said, I recommend at least once. Some of you go through the whole year, 2 years. You shouldn't do that. That's hard on the engine. My God. Some of those lawnmowers only take a quart, maybe 2 at the most. So you need to really change it out and be mindful of it. You need to check it before you start it to make sure you're not using it or leaking it. You need to look at the engine and make sure you're not leaking it. Keep the engine clean so you can tell if you got a leak and where it's coming from. I had one engine was so covered, it was so bad that it left such a mess. It just really, really, really infuriated me. But there's nothing I can do. So I ask you, as a person that owns a push mower or a rider or any kind of lawnmower, that you do a little preventive maintenance on it, keep it clean, and do a little bit extra with it. Don't wash it down when it's hot. You know, you can use that awesome orange stuff that takes it right down, or even some Dawn dish soap for something, and wash it down and at least take care of the unit and give it a bath so it's not covered in 3 inches of oil and dirt, right? So you can't tell what's going on with it. Anyways, that's my recommendation on keeping your stuff clean and doing oil changes. Do it often if you can. Please, at once before the season starts, you change your oil in your lawnmower so that you have something fresh in it. Those 4 cycle items too that are 2 cycle but they're 4 cycle that have oil in them, those need to be changed too and checked. Little dipstick on the back of them. Usually a little 1.5 ounce bottle. It's not hard to do. Dispose of it correctly too. Dispose of all oils and hazardous fluids properly. Not in the ground, not in the backyard, not in the pond, right? Go down to your local auto parts store and eliminate that oil properly. All right? Well, that's all I got on oil changes. Got any questions, send me a message. All right, Henry the Weedeaterman out.